DC here. Hi guys and gals. Yes, okay. Had the sunglasses on. Couldn't quite see. So, I hope you're all well. Today is Thursday, August 7th, 2019. So I've just, as you can probably recognize, some of you from where I am, I'm on a walking home vlog. I kind of like actually this place for vlogging. Sometimes I vlog over lunch, and it's more like in the little forest behind, not far from work. But this one here, it's like in two fields on each side, and there's a path that leads off to the hospital over there. And when the weather is a little bit better, we can see the mountains a little bit better that side, but you can still see some. Yeah, so what was I going to talk about today? Let's see now. One of the things, of course, when I walk here is a lot of times you'll meet some people, I just met some people walking their dog, or be kids, riding their bicycles. But I usually start in this place. Another reason is because there's a playground over that way, and I don't like actually always pulling out the camera near a playground. People do get bad feelings when they see an old guy doing that, and I get that. So I don't try really to provoke in that respect. Provoke in a lot of other ways. But anyway, so what was I going to chat about today? I saw an obituary actually not too long ago. It was something I pulled out because I was filling out some of the dates that were missing for a family member in the family tree. And sometimes, on obituaries, there's places for comments. And there was a comment I saw from a long-lost cousin. Sadly, I couldn't get in contact with him through that because there was no way to reply. It was like a one-way thing. But I saw it was a long-lost cousin, which I had known a bit. His own story would be actually quite interesting, but I won't get into it now. But he wrote in there that he was also telling us that his brother had died around the same period as that uncle of mine. Who was that relative I was looking up at? Great uncle. Anyway. So I thought, okay, interesting, because it's really through a series of coincidences that I have the date when this cousin died. Now, the story behind that, I was thinking, where are the storytellers now? My dad, his mom, for example, as well. But my dad was a great storyteller. He wouldn't, pull out yarns and stuff like that, but he would talk about facts, talk about family stories, knew a lot about the family history, because he would be always telling us about it. You could tell it how his family, his relatives, were all very important for him. And over the years, I have noticed that of all the family members, meaning his family members, that could be cousins and so on. Someone's coming through. All the family members, he had kept contact with them. That's really pretty good. Very impressive when I think even of myself. How far cousins and relatives have become, albeit thanks to Facebook, some branches of the family have been rediscovered, if I could put it that way. So where are the storytellers? Yeah, my dad has passed away, as you know, 5 months ago now. And I was looking at something, every now and then I see something. The other day I saw something in the newspaper. It was old school tractors, so farm tractors. My dad loved to look at those things and so on, and I saw it and I thought, oh, Dad would like that, and just kind of realize, oh well, can't show it to him, can I? And that's a little bit it. I was thinking, do I tell enough stories? People could answer that one. Well, you do a lot of vlogging, and I think, yeah, it is kind of like my diary. But will it be available? Will the kids actually take the time to watch and listen? I mean, I have said a lot about life over the last, 10 years of vlogging, possibly around that, I guess. No, even more, I think. But the thing I was thinking of more was like the passing on the family history. What do they know about, for example, how the family reacted in the Prohibition years? Think about it, that's a long time ago. Will they be able to tell the stories correctly of when I was born and living for a certain period in a house with no running water, no electricity, for example, and a toilet outside? Things like that. Will they be able to tell about where their grandparents came from, and so on? And I was thinking, that is probably one of the things of going to another country. And then actually I realized, no, not really. It just takes, like one generation. It doesn't talk too much about their things. So, I have to try even harder, in a way, to talk about that and tell them about the family. Take our own, like I say, our family. My dad was French speaking, my mom English speaking. There's two very different cultures that merge that way. Things like that. We have a large branch of the family that live in the States, so on. What do they know about them? A large branch of our family have emigrated, if I can use that word, actually, from Quebec to Western Canada. So actually, there's still only a small part of the family who are still in French-speaking Quebec. On on Mrs. DC's side, they're pretty much all there. So I mean, that'll end up being, I was almost going to say, the French part of the family. Almost. I say almost because that's not true. I mean, my sister, all her children are in Quebec. So actually they're, and my brother, so I'll have to take that back. But I mean, if we look at the big spread, I could say, of the family, it's kind of gone towards English-speaking part of the world. Yeah, are there still storytellers in your family? Do you know the history of your family? Is there anyone to pass it on to? There's a lot of things like that. I mean, some might say, does it matter? I think it kind of does, actually. It does explain sometimes some attitudes that we have, or why we do certain things, even from generation to generation. Yeah, so I mean, not too long ago, I made this vlog. It's like, where are you in your story? Well, this one, I guess we could say, is we're the storytellers. Okay, that'll be all, I guess. I don't know how long I've been talking. Well, 9 minutes, yeah, so I'll stop there. So I'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and I hope you have a good Thursday coming up to Friday. Bye-bye.